Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to look at the JTS M12AK-T1. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to take a look at this JTS M12AK-T1. And there's two different versions of this. This one actually has this aluminum forend. The other one has, throughout the video I'll call it the original version, has a polymer style handguard. More of the traditional AK style. This right here is more, is an M-lock style. So, prices are starting to come down again, and I snagged one of these, been kind of keeping an eye on it, and wanted one, so that's what I did. Matter of fact, I think they're sold out now, but the original version, the same website, was $2.99, and this one was $3.89, plus shipping. So, for the shotgun, shipping, and 2 extra 10-round magazines, I got everything, including my transfer, for about $487, a little less than $500, like $487. So I'm going to discuss this one that I have. I've already added some accessories to kind of show you what you can do to it, and I'll mention some comparisons and things like that to the original. First thing I did mention was the handguard, obviously, and that's one of the main differences you'll see. The original, also, my understanding, based on my reviews or just research of other reviewers and things like that, it has a hinged plate dust cover, and little things like that are different. So this one is obviously a Saiga or VEPER patterned AK shotgun, and it is excellent quality. Just a little FYI, I have not had a chance to get it to the range, but it gets great reviews. Any of these shotguns, you're going to need to do a little tuning. You're going to need a little break-in time, things like that. That's pretty indicative to any semi-automatic. But the VEPER Saiga line of shotguns in particular, you're going to need to do that. So with this shotgun, it comes with an adjustable gas block, which actually helps with that. And it has settings 0, 1, 2, and 3. 3 is the most open, and 0 is closed, where you would actually have to operate the bolt manually. So that's kind of how that works. Comes in this box back here. I've already taken the things out of the box. It does have a real nice foam insert. I'm not going to open it up and show you, but it does have a nice foam insert that's actually pre-cut. I actually thought about maybe finding a hard case to insert that in. Possibly, I don't know. But first impressions, this thing is really nice. Everything about it, including the polymer stock and pistol grip and all, is excellent quality. I've already changed out the pistol grip to a Magpul version. I just like it a little better. This one is excellent quality, though, but it's actually a little big for my hand, and I've always liked the Magpul version. This rear stock right here is obviously a fixed stock. It has traditional Tang style mounting here, where the original one, the one with the polymer handguard, does not. It has some kind of funky weird thing going on with that. However, I've been told that this thing's kind of hard to fit for other stocks. So I think this portion between here and here is a little long or taller than traditional stocks. So you got a gap at the bottom. Now, that can easily be filled in, to be honest with you, with some Kydex. Just cut sheets of Kydex and kind of shim it. Something like that would work. I kind of like this stock. It's fine, so I'm not going to fret over it too much. So it comes with 2 5-round magazines, which you see one in here in the shotgun currently. And I'll give you a good negative real quick. You see this metal dust cover here. Then you have an inner dust cover here. And usually on Saigas and VEPERs and things like that, that is metal. This is actually plastic. I'm going to see about upgrading that potentially. If one of the VEPER ones or something would work, I don't know. May dig into that and see. But that's the only negative that really concerns me, is this plastic inner piece here. Now, keep in mind, I mean, even if this was missing, the gun would function just fine. This just keeps dirt and stuff out of that action a little better, and dust, but it would function just fine even if that was not even present. So just, you know, one of those things. Again, M-LOK up front, which is really nice. I've added this angled foregrip. I've added some M-LOK panels here, which helps with heat transfer against your hand, so you don't burn your hand. I've added this Penty red dot. If you follow my channel, I'm a pretty big fan of Penty. Just wanted something you know, economical to put on it just to give it a try. So I've got the Penny mounted up to kind of show you that. Traditional AK sights. Here, obviously, the sight radius is pretty short, but it's got your adjustable back here that is just like on any AK. But keep in mind, that's pretty useless on a shotgun, to be honest with you. You know, that kind of thing. It does come with one choke. Now, some of the earlier versions I had read where it came with 3 chokes. This one comes with 1 choke. I've already changed it out, and I'm going to show you a few things that I have changed out, and they will be available in my Amazon store like always. I'll pin it in the comments where you can go to my Amazon store and look around for these and other items that I have that I'll mention in this video. So this is the original choke. I've already taken it out. It does come with a little choke tool here, but it only comes with 1 choke. I have added this choke, and it is the Duck Stops Here High Flyer. These chokes are mostly designed for turkey, you know, waterfowl, that kind of thing. But it is this shotgun uses traditional Remington like 1100 style chokes, or rim chokes. This one is improved cylinder, but it also has a muzzle brake style on the end to help mitigate recoil. So I'm going to try this out. Thought it was kind of cool because of this style. They do make an adapter that screws into the rim choke section first, and then you can add, say, a bigger muzzle brake, one of the competition styles. So there are some things you can play around with that, but this is what I went with. This is the Magpul Mo K2 AK grip, and I added these right here are in my store too. This is for these. It's kind of a no-name China brand, but they actually work really good. They fit into these M-LOKs really nice. Again, they'll be in my store. So let's talk this grip real quick. So if you're going to change out your grip, one feature this shotgun has is a bolt hold open. It is not a last round bolt hold open. This shotgun does not have a last round bolt hold open. So there's a little button right here. You would pull the action back, push up on that, and then release. If you notice, the action is now held into the rear position. That is good for certain ranges that require it. Maybe you shoot 3-gun, they require it. That actions be open, that kind of thing. You could easily, you know, identify it with a chamber flag. But if it's, you know, something as simple as, you know, range safety issues, and they want to bolt open, this does allow you to do that. To release the bolt, all you have to do is pull the bolt back, and it goes forward. No big deal. If you notice this mag well here, so this is a polymer mag well. It does not feel cheap at all. I feel like I have good confidence in it. I don't think it's going to break or anything at all. But these magazines, I don't want to say are proprietary, but they kind of are in some ways. I've heard that the standard Saiga stuff does not really work well, so I went ahead and bought 2 of these. If you look, it has these really pronounced wings right here. I think that's part of the reason they don't work, the standard Saiga stuff. Now, I've heard I think it's SGM might work, but I've heard mixed reviews on that too. So these are not overly expensive, about $25 a piece, so it depends on where you look, but they're branded JTS. These actually feel excellent quality also. Like I said, nothing about this shotgun feels cheap to me other than this interior dust cover here. It has a huge magazine release that's sort of ambidextrous because of how wide it is. I'll give you guys a look at that. But you see, and to insert the magazine, you just kind of, you sort of rock it in. Let me pull the shotgun up like this. All right, is that on camera? My son's helping me. Say hello, guys.
Hi, guys.
So essentially, you just kind of stick it in like that. It's not overly difficult once you learn kind of how to do it. It's not hard at all. You just kind of go at an angle. And if you look, this is at an angle anyway, so you're kind of following the angle of the mag well. So once you get used to that, it's pretty good. I did have to adjust this safety because it was really tight, and there's a method to do that. You can pull this up and bend it. I just bent it out a little bit, and now it's very smooth. I may buy one of the enhanced ones that has the enhanced portion down here, so it's easier to do with this finger instead of usually having to use your middle finger, because it's just the distance. This does help with that distance a little bit, but if you look, I have to really use pretty much my middle finger, which is kind of standard. A lot of guys do that with an AK, swiping it on and off like that. Show you this side of the gun. I'm not going to take this apart. There's a ton of videos. This is not new to market, guys. I'm just trying to show you a few things that, because I've not seen a lot of videos about adding things. So that, and you know, some issues like with the adding a grip and having that bolt hold open feature might cause you some problems. So I'm just going over a few things that I've picked up on along the way since I've now bought it. Yeah, guys, overall excellent. It has two sling mounts, one there and then one built in here in the gas block area right there. So really nice, and it's super quality. It is a very heavy gun, so if you are kind of a weaker person, it is going to be a chore to pick up, especially when you start adding things, loading those magazines, you know, one of these, or even trying to do a drum. There are some hacks out there where people have either dremeled this thing almost completely off other than the back end. There's a guy floating around on the internet that sells like a replacement one that allows drum magazines. So there's some things out there if you want to use Saiga magazines or the drums. So there is a way to do that. I'm probably not going to do it, to be honest with you. I've had this conversation before about drums. I own drum magazines. They're just not real practical. And you start getting, you know, a 20-25 round drum, they are super heavy. So anyway, this right here, I'm fine with it the way it is. Just buy you, you know, 4 of these, and then because you can buy 4 of these for the same price essentially as a drum. So a drum's about $100. 4 of these cost you $100. I'd rather have 4 of these instead of a drum, just personal opinion. This is much easier to find ways to carry in a plate carrier or whatever, carrying a drum. And if you're only carrying one drum and that's all you're carrying, and the drum malfunctions, you're stuck. At least I've got 4 of these for the same price. Just a little thought there. The owner's manual is a nice owner's manual. It's very clear, concise, tells you everything you need to know about the shotgun. Good illustrations, so I was pretty pleased with that. No real Chinglish to speak of that I found. It's pretty much in pretty good English, and it tells you a little about everything you need to know. One thing I will point out on this pistol grip here, it's got a little trap door for storage if you want to keep like some Allen wrenches, things like that in there. It does have that, which the Magpul does too. I always like that feature. It gives you the packaging list. So 1 shotgun, 2 5-round magazines, operation manual, 1 choke key, 5 quality inspection certificate, which was this here. And let's see, a chamber plug, which it did, kind of like a chamber flag. Bolt carrier handle cap, and it did have a plastic cap covering that. So everything was on the checklist in the box. Does come with a 1-year limited warranty. So, and I've heard these guys are pretty responsive on customer service issues. So I don't know, we'll see. But you know, I'm not going to probably use this a whole lot. I might use it as a backup for 3-gun. I've got my VR80 that I really like, so but I might use it as a backup. But it's just kind of a range toy, something to have fun. I just thought it was kind of a cool shotgun, especially at the price point. You know, $389 plus shipping and all that. Luckily, prices are starting to come down on a lot of these things. Where before 6-8 months, a year ago, this same shotgun probably be $799. So a lot of stuff's coming down. Not everything, but some things are starting to trickle in with a little better pricing now. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. If you got any experience with the JTS, be sure to share that with us. this one or the other one, that's fine. Doesn't really matter, just their line of products. If you've got experience with it, be sure to share that with us. Your experience, good or bad, that's always greatly appreciated. Don't forget to check out the Amazon store for these items and other items that are in there, because I do have you know, some of these items in that store. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.